What is true about the number of digits in the smallest multiple of 99 that has no digits greater than 2? So that's its base 10 representation, and so it could have 0, 1s, and 2s, but doesn't have anything bigger than 2. Is that number of digits less than 6? At least 6, but less than 8? At least 8, but less than 10? Or at least 10? Any questions about the question? And so we'll see how that activity, how it settled down. Correct answer. One person got it right. It was at least 10. Who got it? Patrick. Nice going, Patrick. Were you doing a lot of changing, Patrick? I couldn't keep track of it. And you just like a random number generator or a random letter generator in your thumb, or what made you choose D?
It has to be a multiple of 11 and 9. So some of the digits is at least 9. Or like 9 or 18 or something like that. And I just tried a whole bunch of them there. Couldn't get anything less than 10.
So there you go. And I think it does it have 11 digits?
No, 10.
It has exactly 10 digits. And it just has 1s and 2s, so you might expect you would zeros kind of mess things up, or make it larger than it needs to be. So nice going, Patrick, and thanks for the explanation. And we'll see what the score is now. Now a three-way tie. First, Patrick, Jesse, and Casa with 1,000 points, so very tight game. And then Shyam and Emily each have 700 points. And still 3 questions left. All set for question 6? I hope so. Okay. Here we go for 600 points. The parabola y equals x squared is shifted 3 units to the right and k units up, where it becomes tangent to the line y equals 2x. What is the value of k? Is it A, 8, B, 7, C, 6, or D, 5? Not to create too much suspense for the contestants, but by clapping, how many people in the audience think it's 8? Or by shutting the door, you can also do that way. How many people think it's B7? How many people think it's C6? And how many people think it's D5? All right, well, at least there's some support for at least one of it. So B7 seems to be the popular choice, or the most popular choice among those 4. 2 we shouldn't even type apparently. And so let's see what the correct answer is. It was B7. Good audience for getting it right. And good 4 of you getting it right as well. Who got that right? All right, so Shyam, how'd you get it? Did you know that the audience is going to clap for B? Is that how you picked it, or how did you get B?
Well, when it shifts 3 units to the right, it becomes y equals x squared, or y equals x squared minus 6x plus 9. And then if you shift it up 7 units, it becomes y equals x squared minus 6x plus 16. And then if you subtract 2x, you get a perfect square.
Yeah, and it needs to be a perfect square so that it's tangent and not doesn't intersect twice. And so you have a double root to that equation, right? So very good for you getting that right. Good explanation, Shyam. Thank you. I should point out, Shyam, some of you may recognize Shyam, but Shyam, this is the 3rd time he's qualified for the National Who Wants to Be a Mathematician. And so most of the time he works during the year raising money so he can bribe the judges and the selection process. No, Shyam very first, so he qualified as a 9th grader, in fact won the national contest that year, and then last year finished 2nd as a 10th grader, and now what you might expect. Are you an 11th grader, Shyam? Yes, you are. And so, have you have some idea about where you're going to go to college or anything like that? No. But you did point out how you've used some of the money that you won.
Oh, I started a math club at my school.
You started a math club at your school. It's very good. The football team didn't need no shoulder pads or anything like that? No. All right. So that was a good idea. So thanks for doing that. And how big is the club?
It's not very big.
Is it an integer, a positive integer? Okay, well that's something. All right. So that's a nice thing to do, Shyam. Thank you. That's a great thing to do. All right. So here's what the score is now after the 6 questions. So we have Patrick, Jesse, and Casa tied for first with 1,600. Shyam right behind with 1,300.